Hello guys, I'm super happy to welcome you to this video and I'm super excited to announce the launch of our next hackathon, which is SmartReco Build Challenge 2026, which is powered by MeshAPI. So guys, we are going to build an agentic recommendation system in this hackathon, which is going to be powered with MeshAPI. We are going to build those kind of agents which will observe, understand user behavior, recommend different products, and convert those information into analytical decision. Now, we are talking about a product recommendation system. If you are concerned that how would this look like, how would your end submission would look like, I want to show you a beautiful demonstration. Now we are here. This is a educational product page where we are selling different courses online. All right, you can see agentic workflows for LangGraph, agentic AI bootcamp. We are selling all these different kind of sources, right? Now what's going to happen is my user behavior is going to be captured in form of signals over here. Okay, so if I click agentic AI workflows, so see my behavior is going to be captured as a signal that I've viewed this course. If I add this to the cart, it's going to show added to the cart, right? Depending upon my user activity, I would be offered other courses. So you can see agentic AI bootcamp. If I go here, again my activity is traced. Now what is going to happen? This activity is going to feed as an input to our AI agents, and they're going to observe and they're going to recommend us different products like this. See, if I add this to the cart and if I go back and go for some another course, Python for AI engineers, this is also going to be traced, right? Everything is real time in nature. Okay. Now, if you are concerned that how Mesh API is going to help in this picture, now Mesh API as acting as a single most fault tolerant system to run your entire product page. Mesh API will help you to track your tokens real time, trace your models, trace your requests, trace your latency, basically observe your entire application. Now you can see in this demonstration that you are able to get live stream of how processes are executing, how users are coming onto your page, what Jonas has done, viewed product, all those signals are being captured by our agents, right? Now this is just a demonstration of the particular submission, okay, how it can look like. I would like to show you something else. This is SmartReco Challenge powered by Mesh API, right? And if you are also concerned that how real Mesh API dashboard looks like, so I have that as well for you. This is how the real Mesh API dashboard looks like, where you can add and trace different kind of executions of your application, right? If we talk about the hackathon, this is the welcome page where you would read about the hackathon. You can see Mesh API is our sponsor. So the first condition to complete this hackathon is you should use Mesh API. This is the first condition. And secondly, you should also build a product recommendation system. Okay, what is the challenge? What is the problem statement? Build a web platform, okay, that watches how user behaves intelligently and recommends the right product to them. All right, this is what you have to make, an agentic recommendation system. Remember this word. If I talk about the timeline, the hackathon is live and submissions are accepted till 2nd August. If we talk about the prizes, exciting prizes, so the first prize is going to get 20,000, the second prize is going to get 10,000 rupees, third prize is going to get 5,000, and remaining all the ranks are going to get our quarterly submission of our courses. Now, isn't this exciting, people? Right? This problem statement is going to cover everything, that how you would build, what you would build, and how would you exactly submit. You know how you would get bonus points. Please check out all of these things. If I talk about the tech stack now, for backend, you have to use Flask or Fast API. LLM access is strictly going to be with the use of Mesh API. It's a mandate. Vector DB, you can use any, whichever is suited for your system. Front end, there is one condition. Whatever front end you build, you have to use Jinja 2 templating in it. This is also one of the conditions. Database, you can use these, and you know when you can get bonus. And observability is of course a bonus. All right. Now let me talk about the submission process. How the submission is going to work like. For submitting, The moment you go to your submissions, you would get a submission token. Okay, you have to submit with your submission token, and here you would get a file to download. Now I will talk about that. See, once you get a submission token, you would also get a file to download. How that file is going to look like? Your file is going to look something like this: SmartReco Build Challenge checks.yaml. In this, we are going to perform some initial checks on top of your website. Okay, the moment you get this particular file, you are supposed to make a .github folder in your project folder. In that, you should place this YAML file. Okay, so that whenever you push your code, so let me show you how it looks like. Whenever you push your code, a GitHub action would run. See, and it would check that are you doing the correct submission or not. Okay, if it is not, it's gonna stop and you can check your errors right there. But if it is correct, it's gonna pass all the checks and your submission would be collected to us. Okay, so please remember that. Let us talk about Mesh API. Mesh API is an amazing LLM gateway which offers us 1,000+ LLMs. Okay, 1,000+ LLMs, embedding models and whatnot. Okay, let me talk more about Mesh API. So Mesh API gives you 30+ features and the features are incredible, people. Let me tell you. Web search, inbuilt, batch processing, response caching, all that, audio translation, image editing, video generation, image generation, all that, structured outputs. Now, not all the gateways provide you this. Speech to text. This is like all in one your agentic toolkit. You can even build your products without using any kind of frameworks. All right. Now, what is Mesh API? Mesh API comes with three things, and I'm talking about this from the standard documentation which they have mentioned. Mesh API has three things. First one is Mesh API Gateway, okay, which is what I was talking about. You will track your system using Mesh API Gateway. Secondly, there is Mesh API CLI. This CLI helps you to use Mesh API coding agent in your workflows, just how you use Cloud Code in your workflows. I would show you that. And thirdly, Mesh API MCP, where you can access all these Mesh API features using an MCP server. All right, so this is how it's gonna execute. When you check the documentation, it is all provided. So just how we start Cloud Code, we can see Mesh as well, coding agent starting. All right, we can change all the models. You can also see we were using our MCP server, Mesh API MCP server in our Cloud Code, and we were able to generate images. We were able to generate audio clips, which were very interesting. For Hindi audio, it automatically picked Indian model, right? That is interesting. And this is amazing. I really loved it. All right. Now, what are the checks for Hackathon? Is Mesh API used? Is this a recommendation system? And is this Python code compiling? Okay. How are we going to check that? Again, you will get a file. Okay. Build challenge 2026 checks.yaml. You would get this on the submission page itself. You would add this in your .github folder. And once you push your code, okay, once you push your code, we will automatically get your submission. Okay, our system will check your code for a minute or so. Okay, it's gonna give you the status what we are processing with. If it is good, okay, like I was showing you, if it is good, okay, if all the checks are run properly, we would do all the checks, okay, in front of your eyes in your GitHub. Okay, how would we exactly do that? In your secrets, in your settings, you would go to secrets and variables. In the actions folder, you would add two things, bare minimum two things: Mesh API key and submission token. Once you have added your submission token, that is when we would be able to see your submission, the GitHub workflow which is running in your GitHub actions. Okay, it will firstly check the submission token to create a unique ID. Then it would check, do we have Mesh API key? And then using these environment secrets, it would check if your project is compiling. As good as that. Okay. Now this is how it's gonna be like. All right. Now one very important and exciting thing for you. We have made this another repository. This is my GitHub and this is my repository. You can check it out. All right. In this repository, I have made proper codes using Mesh API documentation for you to refer. Okay. This is going to contain everything. This is going to welcome you to the repository. You can read it. I've given you detailed documentation for each of the step. Okay. And I've also given you experiments where you can learn the basics of Mesh API. You can learn the multi-agent processing part. You can learn, each of the 30 plus features in this particular notebook. Okay. Then I've also given you how would you make a native RAG app, which means entire RAG system using only Mesh API. Okay. So make sure you check that. All right. Now, I hope you are excited for this particular hackathon, and this is all about the hackathon. We have already discussed the prize distribution. The first prize is going to win 20,000, the second prize is going to win 10,000, the third place is going to win the 5,000 rupees, and lastly, all the remaining ranks are going to get our quarterly submission of all our courses. And this all was happened because of only Mesh API. All right. So yes, I hope you are excited. And what are you waiting for? Just pack your bags and enroll into this particular hackathon. We cannot wait to see your submissions. Thank you so much.